Welcome back, guys. You read this title right. It's going to be a project video. This project video is my cheap compound bow project. Now, This project video is my cheap compound bow project. Now, this is a Bear Wild. Okay? When I bought this bow off Craigslist used, it came with, I don't have it on here, but it has a trophy ridge. Yeah, trophy ridge, quiver, sight, trophy ridge. What am I looking here? Oh, stabilizer. Duh. What archer am I? And a trophy ridge whisker biscuit. Now the guy, and just full disclosure before I got it, added this kisser button. But I know this is a few years older bow, but the reason I'm saying this bow is because this is representative of a type of bow I'm trying to prove. This 60-pound bow, it single cam, because you see the big wheel here, cam back here, 80% let off. This bow is representative of like the Bear ready to hunt bows, and I know this isn't their cheapest bow on the line, but it's also definitely not their flagship bows. I think brand new this bow was like a $400 bow with everything on it, $450, which is pretty reasonably priced. I didn't pay that for it because I got used, and the reason I went with a Bear is because I noticed Bass Pro, Cabela's, Academy, if you catch them at the right time on closeout sales, you can get bows like this, not this specific one, but like this, for down that $200 range. And I was wondering how accurate are the cheap bows like this. So in this project, I'm going to shoot this bow. I'm going to upgrade things as I go. So like I'm going to upgrade the sight. I'm going to upgrade the rest. Maybe. I like whisker biscuits. They just tend to work. But I might upgrade this rest. Upgrade the stabilizer. Might even upgrade the peep sight. And just see how tier-wise, better accuracy we get out of this. In full disclosure, I'm going to be using my release I had back when I shot a lot of compounds, which is a TrueFire thumb release. And yes, this is not really a good representation of a cheap release because I bought it used from a friend of mine who is a professional archer. I got a great deal on it, but brand new, it's a very expensive release, but I already have it. And as far as cheap releases, expensive releases for hunting, I have a cheap release. The guy that I bought this from gave me a cheap release. So positivity, negativity, I don't know. Point being is I'm going to use that in disclosure, so you're not going to see me using a cheap release on it, even though I still have it, because I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. So if you don't like that part, go ahead and chime down. But as a 3-pin sight, trophy ridge special. And we're gonna go out, we're gonna see what type of groups we can get with it. All right, now we're back out here. Let's see what the Bear Wild can do. About 25 yards or so away from the target. I'll be shooting at each corner, so we'll be able to have a accurate representation. And like I said before, the cool 2-inch pre-fletch vane's already cut down. Not bad. I'm choosing this distance because 25 yards is really about all the 3D targets that you do in the like hunter class, which would be the class I'm shooting in, most of the 3D tournaments, this is about as, they're all right in this area. So if you're pinpoint accurate at 25, you're gonna be shooting pretty good. Yeah, I messed that one up. Shot a lot today. And obviously I'm not going to make my judgments off of one shoot. Hi. All right, so you saw the groups. This thing is already pretty accurate for hunting. 30 yards and in, I have no problem shooting anything. And here in Missouri, we shoot pretty well 30 yards and in. I don't think I've ever actually taken a deer past 30. I know someone's gonna chime in and say they took a deer at 60, 75 yards in Missouri, and I'm gonna say good for you. But for me, usually about 30 yards is where I'm killing deer at. Maybe a 40 yard. As you can tell, this thing out to about 30 yards was a tack driver. For me, tack driver. And I think most people would be happy with what they were getting out of that bow, this bow, at that range. So as of right now, you could go hunt with this thing off the shelf, and you should feel confident that you were going to kill something with it. If you're buying this bow and you leave it the way it is, I think you should stick to 40 yards and in. If not, really try to get closer. That's one thing as archers I'm disappointed in as a whole. We lose sight that we're supposed to get close. Closer is better. So do this. We're going to shoot. Like I said, I want to upgrade. The problem I have at that long distance is these are big pins, which are good for low light, bad for precision. But the groups are not bad. That would still kill an animal. That's still what I call acceptable hunting accuracy. So it's kind of, so far, I'm going to harpen back to like what Ed Ashby says. We focus so much on the bow that we forget what kills animals. Because this is a hunting channel first. I shoot targets 3D for fun. That is solely to get me better at hunting. Shooting for the hunt. Someone might chime in and say it doesn't. I don't care. Point being is, it is solely for me to get better as an archer to hunt. And I think this bow is going to do just fine. So, this is the first time I'm really going to go hard with a compound bow. I've been strictly recurve for a long time, and I forgot how much accuracy you can get out of just a cheap setup, a bare bow. But the bow's not the big deal. It's the archer and the time you put in. The more you shoot, the better you get as the archery supply shot. And I want Samuel White, you need to look him up on YouTube. He took a Diamond Infinity Edge, put a bunch of target stuff on it, and shot. And spent a lot of time tuning with it, and was able to shoot accuracy far beyond what I'm capable of doing, because he's a competitive target archer. But it is definitely the archer. We need to stop focusing on buying stuff, and we need to get out and shoot more. In fact, you should be buying more targets than you should be buying accessories for your bow. This is Heavy Arrow TV. We have more videos. This is the first installment of the cheap compound bow installment. If you like this video, press that like button, and you're going to want to stick around because I think I'm going to surprise you with how accurate I'm going to get this cheap bow to shoot with probably very little money. And remember to always keep it heavy.